Four hosts, they bout to wreck shit like Marco. Addicted to the Giants like it's Netflix and Narcos. The CEO making big moves as per usual. Captain Negative calling everybody delusional. This podcast is number one. Like when you take a piss, so share the link and pass it. Like Big Jamaican spliffs and Mr. Make-A-Wish, the sophisticated click. I spit offensive lines, now Tim can take a sip of some beer because he likes the taste of it, right? Don't forget the New York Giants beat the Patriots twice. The sickest dudes eating chips and salsa like it's Victor Cruz. Win or lose, always gonna root for Big Blue. It's true. This a classic show. Tyree, catch it, bro. Play a drinking game while you listen and call it Plaxico. Take a couple shots. If it's funny, you can rewind. To bleed blue means it's in their jeans like Levi's. Eli, man in the shit, just like a sailor. Captain, we attacking bum rush like Lawrence Taylor. Podcast on point, the sharpest arrows. BBG stay gritty like Mark Bavaro.
All right, Giant fans, we're back. We had some technical difficulties. We have switched formats. I got another. Joe, you with me?
I'm here. You hear me?
All right. I got Joe with me. We're good to go. I will try to bring. We got the call-in number back right now, 516-453-9383. If you want to call and have some comments, and if you're not watching the game on mute and you hear something about Barkley's knee, and you want to call and let us know, 516-453-9383. So far, if you're a Giants fan, we know the defense was bad. We knew that they were going to have to play above their heads. That has not happened today. A couple of guys that we didn't think we were going to have to worry about, one of them being Jenkins, has been undressed in the first half completely by Mike Evans. They have made they're not trying to hide it. They have gone right after Jenkins from the get-go, and they have abused him from the get-go. And there is a big lead right now for the Buccaneers. Daniel Jones has played well. He has the turnover with the fumble. He'll learn from that. But for the most part, he's played well today. We've seen him extend plays with his legs. We've seen him down. We've seen him run in for a touchdown. The main concern right now, if you're a New York Giant fan, is the right knee of Saquon Barkley. If you're just joining us, he caught a pass short, got hit, came down awkward. I'm not sure if he took the hit on the knee or if it was the way he fell. Joe, what were your thoughts on that? Looked pretty bad. You never want to speculate, but didn't look very good. And then, Joe, answer me why the fuck that he was not on a gurney or something being taken back and why he was limping back to the locker room. We're putting pressure on that leg.
Yeah, I personally think that it's not a knee. I think it's more of an ankle, maybe a high ankle sprain, which is bad. It's going to be a multi-week injury.
But we just
I think that
at this point.
100%. Why he's not on the gurney? Because he's a tough son of a bitch, and he probably said, "Fuck you, I'm not going out like that." But the
Joe,
organization has
decision,
to.
Joe.
100%. The organizations have to be like, you know what? Enough is enough. No, you're going to go out. We're going to do the right thing. And for some reason, this organization still continues. And I'm looking at it now, and it looks like his ankle. I have a feeling it's a high ankle sprain.
Let's pray that that's his ankle, and maybe that's why that they have him limping off like that, because maybe it's more of an ankle tweak or something like that than it was the knee. Again, we don't want to speculate, but we got our fingers crossed, and hopefully we get some word here after halftime. Right now, Giants trail by 18, and something going. Daniel Jones from his own 25 out of the gun. Play action. Now looks, throws over the middle, has Ingram complete to the 40. 45 to the 50.
Go ahead, go.
To the 41, man to beat to the 30, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Evan Ingram, 75 yards from Mr. Jones. He's got some thing going on. And he
I'm gonna bring you down to the Daniel Jones party here.
Sideline, 75 yards to Pater. Jones to Ingram. Big play. Giants needed it to get it going. Joe, what do you think?
I got the Daniel Jones party here, Jim. Go ahead, kids. Let's go. Let's go! Let's go! See?
Beautiful.
That's the way it goes. There's fat sandwiches everywhere down here. There's cheesesteaks
took off
and
like a bat out of hell down that left sideline. And now we'll see the Giants. They're going to go for 2 possibly here, trailing by 12. Exactly what they needed. One play, strike. Ingram in stride down the left sideline. He did most of the work like a lightning bolt down that left sideline. And now Daniel Jones out of the gun from the Buccaneer 2. Takes the snap. Looks to his right. Now back to the left. Has Shepard. He walks in. Giants down 10. Here come the New York Football Giants. The momentum. Getting it going. And now the Giant defense will have to step up and get a stop to get this guy the ball back. But so far, so good. And some ruckus there.
Not bad.
Our young Giant fans turning it up for young Daniel Jones.
Them all downstairs. By the way, I haven't had a bite of fucking food. They're all eating it. Nothing for me.
That's sacrifice,
horrible.
Joe. It's your house. You can't get a slice of pizza or something? A wing?
It's you know what? Year in and year out, this is the same freaking MO.
It's the same thing, Joe. They show up at the house. They eat like animals and vultures, and then they just leave you scraps behind.
Oh, this doesn't look good for Barkley.
In a walking boot, some crutches, and I don't know what the report is yet, Joe. If you hear anything, please tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look good. At least he's out there. And we'll check if we hear anything.
That's the word. That's bad. There goes my fantasy team.
Yours?
It's definitely an ankle. So we have to hope for the best at this point in time. A high ankle sprain. Right, a high ankle sprain is a month, at least a month. Maybe
You're looking at 4 to 6 weeks. So they'll miss him, but let's pray that that's it, considering how bad it looked. Handoff here going to the left, and the Giant defense shuts them down. Imperative, Joe, this Giant defense steps up here, right? Like, it is time to 100%. Step up and get off the goddamn field here. It is imperative that the Giants get the ball back. And more importantly than that, just don't give up any points to keep this game relatively close. So here's Winston out of the gun, throws down the middle of the field, complete. O.J. Howard. And just so easy that they're moving the ball. Mike Colella got in contact with me today, and he said to me, he goes, do you play O.J. Howard today, or should I be looking to benching him? And I said, you're playing all of your Buccaneers today, right? I mean, it's just
100%. I
can stop somebody.
O.J. Howard's in one of my teams starting.
So far, Howard not so bad today.
This defense is just bad. Yeah. It's just bad. And I hate like it's such a good day for the Giants with Daniel Jones, and then you look at this and it's, damn it. You want to go, damn it, man.
The defense played a lot better in the second half last week. Let's pray that there's some life in them in the second half this week. The Giant offense held up its end of the bargain with the big play to start off. And now on 2nd and 6, here's a run, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3, which is a big play here for the Giants. You get a stop here, you'll get the ball back with a chance to get this thing back to a one-possession game. But you got to get off the field on 3rd down. You got to get some pressure here. Somebody has to make a play on the defensive end of the ball. We'll glance around the league in a couple of seconds here. 516-453-9383 if you want to join us or drop a comment. Winston in the gun on 3rd and 3. Out to the right, and it's just tipped up in the air. What do you know? Jenkins actually made a fucking play. Haley was there. The ball ends up falling down, almost picked off. Giants almost got a bounce. And instead, it falls incomplete. The Giants get the stop they want. It was intended for Perryman. Jenkins came underneath him, almost picked it off. Ball bounces up off the chest of Jenkins. Haley can't get his left hand on it. Carter just was not close enough, and the Giants will get here, but it's going to be a punt. Standing back at their own 36-yard line, the Buccaneers punter. He gets it away at the 40, and it carries into the end zone for the Giants. And Giants get a touchdown drive, big play, get a stop, and now we'll get the ball back with a chance to cut into this lead. Daniel Jones, no Saquon Barkley, all on that right shoulder, trying to make enough plays to make this thing interesting. And let's glance around the league real quick. Carolina has a 21-20 lead. Arizona just added a field goal. There's 3:47 left in the third quarter there. It's been a good one. 2nd down and 2 now after an 8-yard run by McCaffrey. Carolina has the ball at their own 24-yard line. Halftime in L.A., Chargers lead 17-7. The Niners just took the lead. An early interception from Garoppolo and another field goal, a couple of field goals by Pittsburgh, had them up 6-0. San Francisco cut it to 6-3, and now a touchdown run by Wilson Jr., and they take a 10-6 lead pending the extra point here. Bridgewater to Michael Thomas brings New Orleans into the red zone. They already have a 20-7 lead. They are 1st and goal at the Seattle 8 with 10:26 there. Let's fly through the early games as Carolina with a touchdown, 76-yard run for Christian McCaffrey, and Carolina, pending the extra point, they lead by a touchdown now, would go up 8. Thursday night, Jacksonville beat Tennessee 20-7. Buffalo earlier today, 21-17 over the Bengals. Dallas, 31-6 over Miami. Green Bay, 27-16 over Denver. Indy, 27-24 over the Falcons.
You want to dial in?
Kansas City, 33. Baltimore, 28. Minnesota rolls 34-15 over Oakland. Patriots, 30-14 winners over the Jets. Let's see what else we got. Detroit goes into Philly, 27-24. With a little bit of an upset there. New Orleans is at the 1.
Sorry for yelling, but the kids are fucking crazy. They might dial in. They might dial in, but McCaffrey just went for like 60 plus.
70 plus.
There you go.
70
I apologize for yelling.
For McCaffrey. No, you're good, man. Get excited.
I'm sorry, I'm Italian. That's the way I go.
5 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown today. And now with that McCaffrey run, Joe, I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm going to check my DFS lineups real quick. See what we got going here. Jones, under center, handoff to Shepard, who was coming in motion on a little reverse. To the 30 to the 35, and dropped short of the 40. Nice call to Shepard out to the 39 for the Giants. Nice play on 1st down.
Yeah, hold on. Let me check with Jimmy. Jimmy, what's the dial-in number? They want to call in.
516-453-9383.
Okay. Here you go, bud. We got the Daniel Jones fan.
Hey, man, these young guys. Tell them to like,
all the young kids,
comment, all that
teenagers.
Good stuff. Adam Carr, Jones, complete. The Shepard on a little quick slant out across the 45 to the 47. So the Giants, big play coming out, and now they get the little reverse to Shepard, the completion to Shepard, and they're moving the ball again here. 2nd down and 2. No Saquon Barkley for the rest of this one. We've got our fingers crossed that it is just an ankle injury and nothing major. Hopefully we can get a call in or somebody let us know with a comment what's going on with Saquon. The minute we hear something, we will let you know. 2nd down and 2, Jones in the handoff. Gallman, 1st down, short of midfield at the Giants' own 49, but that'll move the chains and result in a 1st down for the Giants. New Orleans goes for it on 4th down, and Bridgewater hits Michael Thomas for a 1-yard touchdown if you're playing fantasy. We got a caller on hold. If that's then, just tell them to hold their cannolis here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Jones under pressure. After play action, steps away. Now taking a shot downfield. Has a man completed. Slayton down to the 5 to the 4. Down to the 3. Beautiful job by Daniel Jones. Off play action, there was pressure. He slid left. He gets the ball up in the middle. Slayton runs underneath it. 1st down and goal from the Giants. A 40-plus yard play from Daniel Jones to the rookie. Rookie to rookie to Slayton.
Nice play.
Nice route down the middle of the field. Great ball by Jones. And he's inside the 5 to the 4 is where they mark it. Gallman's the back. And now it looks like the Bucs are going to have to call timeout as they weren't set. And it's the Bucs defense that has its hands on its hips right now and is huffing and puffing. Let's go to the call. Call, you're on with us as we got a timeout here.
Yeah, I just want to say that I think Janoris Jenkins has done an abysmal job this game.
We're with you, bud. We're 100% with you. It's been Jenkins has been destroyed from the get-go. Now, he made a nice play to start the 3rd quarter up there, cutting underneath Perryman, knocking it away on 3rd down, which got him the ball back. But he has a long way to go to atone for his sins of the 1st half, and there were ample. He was beat up by Evans. So a solid take there. Jenkins has been absolutely awful. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Eden Dawson from Walden, New Jersey.
Walden, New Jersey. Hang on with us, man, as we go here from 1st and goal from Daniel Jones. Play action to the right, rolling, looking, end zone, throws incomplete. Wanted Russell Shepard and missed him. Throws a little behind him. Jones was rolling out to his right, looking to make a play. If you're listening and calling in, 516-453-9383. Looks like we're going to have a fun 2nd half here. Jones rolling to the right. Looks like he might have a chance to get it to Shepard. Throw comes off behind him, and it'll lead to now 2nd down and goal. From the 4. Man in motion is Russell Shepard to the right of the formation. The back is Gallman. It's a handoff to Gallman. He stutter steps. He's down to around the 2, down to maybe the 1, and a flag comes in late. We'll check it. We'll see what the flag is. It's going to be against the Giants. Illegal block in the back, Joe?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Daniel Jones has been all you can ask for today if you're a New York Giant fan. If you're just looking to evaluate the quarterback spot, there's a lot of good that's been put on tape today.
A lot of good.
A lot of good. You can point to the fumble. You could point to the fumble. That's fine. That's going to happen. There was a chance where he could have been picked off in the middle of the field. The guy dropped the ball. Those things happen on Sunday afternoon. It's always going to be something to learn for a rookie quarterback, but the positives outweigh the negatives, and it's 2nd and goal from the Buccaneers 13-yard line now. Taking the snap is Jones out of the gun. Throwing and has a man complete. Back down inside the 10 to around the 7-yard line is Russell Shepard. Joe, I don't know about you. I don't like the look on Saquon's face. Maybe he's just frustrated that happened.
I think he's pissed off. I don't know
I
what's
just
going
think
to happen, but I think
he's not. Yeah, right. Maybe he's just upset that he can't be out there. He's definitely visible on his face. I hope it's nothing that he knows that we don't. And hopefully it's just that little ankle injury. Jones, 16 of 24, 258, 2 touchdowns, 116.3 rating, and he's got a 3rd and goal from a Buccaneers 7-yard line. Out of the gun, Jones throws right side looking, has a man.
touchdown!
Touchdown! Sterling Shepard on the right side of the end zone. There's a flag down. Before we sing, let's check the flag.
Hold on.
They're talking.
All right, we're going to go downstairs to the Daniel Jones fan club. We're going to go downstairs. We're going downstairs, Jim. We're going downstairs,
Mr. Jones, he's got some sling going on. Fires a pass 7 yards. Sterling Shepard on the right side of the end zone. Shepard makes a tough catch, gets the knee down.
That's a beautiful catch.
Giants. 2 unanswered scores to start the second half. Joe, we got a ball game. Joe, I'm sweating.
Woo!
Daniel Jones bringing the heat in his first start. Extra point is good. And the New York Giants trailing by 18 to start the third quarter. 2 touchdown drives, a 75-yarder to Ingram, and a long drive capped off with a 7-yarder to Sterling Shepard, and the New York Football Giants have cut it to 3, Joe. Whew. Man, oh man.
I tell you, you know what? Oh, we talked this morning about a bunch of stuff, and the sad part is Barkley right now, right?
Well, yeah.
But what do we talk about?
If it's not a serious injury, then it stinks that happened to Barkley. But you pretty much just take a big deep breath and say, okay, it's not.
We know what Barkley. We know what Barkley is. So that's the thing. We know what Barkley is. The Giant fans need to understand that this is not going to be, we're going to win and we're going to go to the playoffs and the Super Bowl. No, it's not. This is not the year. We need to. Giant fans need to understand that. Let Barkley sit, do what we need to do, and see what happens with Daniel Jones. Right? And so far, not bad, right?
So good.
Not bad.
So far, so good. There's nothing to be upset about. There's nothing to be upset about.
Give me a freaking meatball. Give me a meatball. Give me a freaking sauces and peppers, and he's all right now. Am I right?
Now. I don't mind eating something to eat. I'm very and this is
I'm
right now. It's
starving.
gravy. Right, like right now, this is all gravy, right? It's the topping on the sundae. If the Giants are able to come back and get a win today, but we have seen what we've needed to see as Giant fans. He has made plays today. He has extended plays with his legs. He has made throws down the football field. He has made throws. He has made plays to convert third downs. He has been everything the New York Giants can possibly want him to be for his first start, and we should be thrilled as Giant fans. Sky's the limit right now. I mean, but very impressive opening day for Daniel Jones, taking the league by storm right now. How about that?
I think that's kind of the way to go, man. I think right now everybody needs to settle down. See what happens. That's it. As Giant fans, we need to understand what everybody needs to take their expectations and take it and drop it down.
Just have fun with this. Just have fun. Just have fun with it. Just have fun with this kid. Next year is where you're going to look to put take the next step. Because if this kid can play like this, I mean, with this defense, you have an opportunity next season with the cap, with a couple other things going on. You got a really good chance to build on this. So I think next year is where you start looking for the big leap. This year, have some fun. Whatever happens, happens. Just want to see the kid get better. Here's a handoff to Ronald Jones. Nice tackle right there by DeAndre Baker coming up and stopping him after a gain of only 2. Touchdown, Panthers, Allen to Olsen, 3 yards for the score. And they lead 34-20, 13 and a half left in the desert. 2nd and 8 for Winston. Brings Godwin in motion to his left. Takes the snap, jumps back, pumps, now throws inaccurate to Evans out to the right, not even close. And now that'll be 3rd down and 8. And the Giants with a chance to get a stop and get the ball back again, Joe.
Listen, the way it's going right now,
Mr. Momentum.
Playing good.
Mr. Momentum, baby.
Yeah, let's stop him now. Let's see what happens. Stop him now. This is
the Giants were 5 for 24 on 3rd downs coming into the game. Today they are 6 for 9. Bucks, I think that said, what were they, Joe? 2 for 7 right now today? Right now it's 3rd and 8.
2 for 7
for the Bucks. And they're at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Winston. Plenty of time. Now on the presser and drops from behind. Golden. Didn't give up. The coverage was good. Winston had plenty of time. Double pumped, held on to the ball. Looked like he was going to try to step up to the left. And Golden, not stopping his motor, kept coming, and got there for the sack. And the Giants are going to get the ball back with a chance to, God forbid, dare we say, take the lead, Joe.
Whoa! Are we serious? Are we Daniel Jones going in all out? Let's go! Let's go!
Standing back 10-yard line is Pignon. Gets it away. Standing back at his own 25 and fumbling and now bringing it down is T.J. Jones, breaking the tackle at the 30, to the 35, out to the 39. So he muffed it at first, off the bounce, picked it up, and then a solid return. And the New York Football Giants, with 6.5 left in the 3rd quarter, trail by 3 and have the ball. It's been all Giants since halftime as we look around the National.
Hey, Jim.
Football League. Go.
Yeah. Look at it. How about them Saints?
Saints are playing well, right? And right now, Seattle, a lot of time left. We've seen some crazy shit happen, right? Seattle trails 27-7, but they have the ball at 2nd down and 6 at the New Orleans 14-yard line. There's plenty of time left. So you got 4:20 left in the 3rd. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on in Seattle. Pittsburgh has the ball. It's 3rd and 4, back at their own 24-yard line. And now Mason Rudolph, there's a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76-yard score. Mason Rudolph hits Juju for 76 yards. And Pittsburgh takes the lead over San Francisco, 13-10, point pending. Houston trails 17-7 to the Chargers. Watson just completes a pass to Fuller, which brings them up to the Charger 45-yard line. They have a 1st down. There's 11 minutes left, so plenty of time there. 11 minutes left in the 3rd. Arizona has the ball, 13.5 left at their own 25. They trail by 15. We've seen them move the ball today as well. So all of these games now competitive. Russell Wilson facing a 3rd and 6 at the New Orleans 14. We'll see what happens there. Trying to keep an eye on all this stuff, Joe.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I think we have a bunch of Captain Negative fans on the line. I hope they can speak up at this particular time.
I only have the one. I have one person on hold. and it's the same guy that called from New Jersey. Is that them?
That must be them.
All right, let me. Have they been on hold for a minute?
They must have been on hold.
Yeah.
Is that you're back on with us, bud? What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like the Giants have a real shot here at winning the game.
So we have that one guy holding, Joe. I don't see any other calls here.
Okay, I think that's him.
That's them? Here we go. Danny Jones. And there's a flag. It'll push the Giants back a couple of yards here. I'll get him back on in a second.
All right.
Giants trail by 3 in what's been a fun one so far. A lot of big plays. Buccaneers out to the early lead, led by 18.5. All Giants since. Big play to Ingram and then a touchdown drive capped off by a Shepard touchdown. Now Jones out of the gun on 1st and 10. Throws over the middle, complete, wanted Shepard. Falls incomplete. Looks like Seattle went for it on 4th down. Looks like Joe. New Orleans stops them. New Orleans ball at their own 13-yard line, up 20. So 3 minutes left in the third there. Jones out of the gun, 2nd and 15 from his own 34-yard line. Under pressure, takes a shot. That's incomplete.
That's a tough one.
As now,
you know,
are they coming in and saying that fucking the ball?
I do have requests, Jim.
Let me hold on. I want to see what happens. Pressure. That has to be incomplete, Joe.
No. Yes. 100%. Oh yeah. There's no doubt. That's not even a question. Okay. Done.
What's our request?
There's a bunch of people that want to talk to Captain Negative. They want to. I don't know if we can do this afterwards, but you know, they want to talk about fantasy football. They have a lot of things that they have questions on. I think we should figure that out.
Let's see, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go. We have him on the line with us, Joe, as we're at a commercial break. You want
awesome.
The captain? You got the captain.
So I think Greg Olson's really having a good game right now.
Yeah, I haven't looked. What's going on right now with Greg Olson? I see that Carolina, it looks like they're about to force a punt.
Yeah.
But what's Olson's stat line look like?
Olson's got 2 touchdowns, and, I mean, he's really killing it for them. He's kind of carrying them right now on his shoulders.
So, and they had the big run by McCaffrey. So how's the kid? What's the kid's Allen stats look like? How's the quarterback playing?
How's Allen doing, actually? Allen's stats, the quarterback playing right now? I think he's been pretty good. I don't know exact numbers. I think he's killing it right now. I mean, obviously he's getting old,
Allen right now is 18 of 24 for 246 yards and 4 touchdowns. Olsen, 6 catches for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey, 18 carries for $140. So Carolina doing the damn thing right now.
McCaffrey's doing, obviously his normal stud workload.
Yeah, man. Well, he's
I mean, he is. He's a stud. Although his brother, right? His brother plays for Michigan. Got concussed.
Oh, really?
Quarterback. Yes, sir. But he'll be all right. because the McCaffrey line is, obviously, very well.
Yeah, he's going to eat all the time.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's just going to eat. Houston gets in. I'm not sure if he scored there, but they trail 17-14 now with 7.5 left in the third. Third down and 15 for Daniel Jones, 6.5 left in the third. Shepard in motion to his right as Jones is in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back. Plenty of time. Now under pressure, steps away, staying on his feet, takes a shot from behind, takes a knee to the fucking head. It pops right back up. Tough, Joe.
Tough. What's your play there, though? What do you do?
Looks like they might have had a spy on him. Let's see. Trying to hang on for it a little while longer. But, there was pretty good coverage downfield. He took a shot.
He's got to learn. He's going to have to learn to give it up sooner or later, right?
And maybe throw that ball in the stands next time. But
right, exactly, 100%.
I don't like seeing him
throw it away.
That shot. So now fielded good coverage by the Giants, and they drop them at the 15-yard line. That's where the Buccaneers will start.
Daniel Jones, 17 of 27, 265, 2 touchdowns. Jimmy, what did I tell you this morning?
Joe, he's looked great. He really has. If you want to nitpick, there was the one ball in the middle of the field on the 3rd and long that he tried to force in that should have been picked that wasn't. He had the fumble where he took the shot where the ball was packed out. But when we spoke this morning, Joe, we spoke about all this. We said you're going to see stuff like that, but you want the flashes to outweigh those negatives. So far,
100%.
Flashes is like fucking paparazzi in my bedroom right now. As Winston hands off, and nice run. I thought they had him stuffed there at the line, and it looks like Barber found his way across the 20 to around the 21 or so.
Like we said, like the goal at the end of the year. You see what happens. See what happens with these games. It's going to be good, bad, whatever. At the end of the season, if you can say, "Wow, I think we got a quarterback," I think we're good.
Right? That's really what it comes down to. If you can really say, "I got my QB," then you could, with that salary cap that you're going to have next year, you have a chance to really turn this thing around in a hurry. Out to the right side now, incomplete. What is that, a fumble? Is that a fucking fumble? They rule it incomplete. Said they were juggling it. Giants hopped on it inside the Buccaneer 10, but all for naught as it falls incomplete. San Francisco comes right back down, and with 56 seconds left in the third quarter, Wilson goes in this time from 4 yards out, his second touchdown of the quarter, and San Francisco retakes the lead after the 76-yard touchdown pass to Juju. They come right back down the field, and now they lead 17-13 over the Mason Rudolph-led Pittsburgh Steelers as they're going to get ready to head to the fourth quarter there. 3rd down and 4. Big play for this Giant defense. Winston, low snap, takes it out to his right, got it complete. Cameron Brate, first down. Needed 4, got 7, and that'll move the sticks.
Hey, Jim.
3rd down and 13, and Rivers is sacked. Well, Rivers was sacked, and that results in 13. So Houston will try to get the ball back there. Here's a handoff to the left side for Peyton Barber, and a nice strong run across the 35 to the 36. Got himself 8, setting up a 2nd down and short for the Buccaneers.
Hey, Jim, quick question.
All
the boys downstairs. What do you do with Antonio Brown?
You drop him. Handoff, Barber. Across the 40 to the 41 and stuff. Listen, if you have the extra roster spot, if you have deep benches, right, and you wanna throw them on there with a wing and a prayer, fine. I don't see how anybody brings back Antonio Brown before all the court proceedings are done and he's in the clear. I think you get too much egg on your face if you do that. So he's droppable for me. So from the 42, play action for Winston. Double pumps, now under pressure and dropped by Lawrence. Good coverage by the Giants again. And the Giants defense, nice little dance by Lawrence, Joe. That was an impressive little dance there. I like it.
Shake that ass.
Ooh, yeah, watch yourself. Shake it better. Show them what you're working with. Good coverage by the Giants secondary. Winston under pressure today. 15 hurries, 9 hits, 4 sacks. Not bad. And a 2nd and 18 now. It's the Buccaneers.
Tackle and just let your running back bang it in there.
This is why you don't dance.
And more
We
importantly,
call timeout. So somebody just tweeted at me, I need to hear from Captain Negative after this Saquon injury. Why? I know I said we shouldn't draft the running back at 2, but I'm not going to gloat if Saquon is injured. That's not something that we're going to take some pride in at all.
Hey Jim, I think might have a question on some fantasy stuff.
Let me go back to these guys. Let me see here. Something just popped up. So the Niners extra point is good. All right, go ahead with your question.
My question was about the Giants. A couple weeks back, they dropped David Loletta, and I think that Loletta's better than Tanny, I believe. And Tanny's more of a coach, and I was wondering why they kept him. What do you think?
We will hit that up in 1 second. That's a good question. We hit that on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. Flag down looks like it's going to be against the Buccaneers. We'll check it. Hey, I didn't see any reason whatsoever to cut Loletta when they did. Reason being is I thought Loletta had more upside than Tanny. I thought I saw progression from Loletta from the rookie year until this year. He cost you a 4th-round pick. Tanny's 30 years old, pretty much is what he is. So I would agree with you. I don't think it made any sense in that respect to cut Tanny. They say they need a coach in the locker room. Here's Winston on 2nd and 22, little screen pass. Jenkins comes up, misses a fucking tackle, and gives up an extra 7 or 8 yards because he's a bum. They'll tell you that Tanny is good in that locker room. The way I see it is you have a 2-time Super Bowl MVP that is in that quarterback room. I don't need Tanny. The guy I'm paying $16 million against the cap can give some fucking advice, and I don't got to worry about Tanny at that point. But so I would have kept Loletta. Obviously, I'm not the one making decisions. They kept Tanny because they felt he was good in that room. 3rd and 17, huge play for the Giants. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It's complete underneath to the running back. The Giants gave up some room, and that's going to be a 4th down. The completion, fine. Short gain, fine. No 1st down, better. And the Giants are going to get the ball back, probably with around a minute left to go in the 3rd quarter, as James Betch's defense, say what you want about him in the first half of the game together, but so far in the second half, they've done enough to keep the Giants in it. And this is the 2nd possession in a row that they have been able to get the Giants the ball back with a chance to go down and claim the lead in this game. So here comes the punt. And it's going to be a fair catch at the 18-yard line, maybe just inside the 19, is where Daniel Jones, the impressive Daniel Jones, will take over. Joe, is this a Saquon update?
I think it is.
Ankle. Okay.
Ankle,
so we
right?
know it's the ankle. Thank the Lord our God.
Oh.
Hey, Joe,
Wow.
considering, Joe, if it's the ankle, if it's a high ankle sprain, if it's 4 to 6 weeks,
I'm fine with it. I'm
Joe,
fine
that's
with it.
so much better. That is so much better than an ACL or an MCL or something like that. Big pressure by Jones, and he doesn't have a shot. So Remmers got
Rhett
big.
Who ripped the crap out of Rhett Ellison?
Was that Ellison on that right side? Nassib, whoever
God.
came strong.
Watch
and
it.
it was
Watch
Ellison.
this.
Ellison got big.
94. Oh, my
You'll
God.
see it here. He gets pushed right back into him, and then the linebacker comes in and finishes him off. Jones didn't have a chance on that one.
That's like B meeting my son.
That was nothing that he can do on that one. There was something Ellison could do. There was nothing that Jones can do on that one. Now a handoff to Gallman out across the 10, slung down short of the 15 at the 14, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Daniel Jones.
Looks like we ended a quarter.
End of the 3rd quarter.
Hey Jim, would you entertain some questions from the field?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go to them right now.
All right.
Tell them to turn down their radio or whatever the hell it is.
Turn down your radio.
Whatever these kids, whatever they listen to anymore.
My question is, what is Stephon Diggs' fantasy value? Because he's shaky week to week.
Well, I mean, I'd say he's looking. I mean, you're looking at a wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3. I mean, it's still Stephon Diggs. He's still explosive. He still has a ton of talent. That hasn't gone anywhere. I think that the way they're playing is to run the football. I think you're going to have weeks where Thielen outperforms Diggs like this week, and then you'll have weeks where Diggs outperforms Thielen. You can call around your league and shop them and see if you can get a guy that you like better. Name-wise, if you don't like the production you're getting from Diggs, I'll guarantee you that you can make a call and maybe try to get the Gazelle, Williams, or McLaurin, or somebody like that you know is getting consistent 7 to 10 targets as a team's number 1 receiver. I'd say Diggs is more talented than both of those guys right now, but if you're looking for volume and you're frustrated, then you can always do that route and try to shop them and see if you can get a more consistent target. I don't think Diggs' talent has gone anywhere. I think he's just as good. I just think that it's a matter of opportunity. You're going to hit big with him on some weeks. You're going to be frustrated in other weeks, and I think that that's just the way that they're playing now with running the football. So I'd say he's a wide receiver 2 some weeks depending on matchups. I'd say he's a wide receiver 3 some weeks depending on matchups. But right now, until something changes, that would be the ceiling I have for Diggs. Joe, what do you think about that? Would you disagree? Not? What do you think? All right.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I think at this particular time, the way the Minnesota offense is working, I think that he's, if at best, he's a wide receiver 2.
And I would say that as well. And then some weeks you're going to get some wide receiver 3 or 4 production week out of him. But you're going to have to live with that. So
by the way, I did trade him for Juju.
You did.
I'm just saying. I did it. It worked.
And here's Jones on a 3rd and 15. As we'll get back to you guys and some of these questions in a little bit. Really appreciate you guys calling in. 516-453-9383. Jones, 3rd and 15 out of the gun. Remmers push back and Jones gets sacked. So the offensive line has picked a bad fucking time to start giving up sacks and pressures as Shaquille Barrett comes through this time and finishes off Jones. And the Giants will have to punt from deep in their own end zone and give the Buccaneers the ball back. This time it was Solder who just gets ran to the back of Jones. And the Giants will be forced to punt. So from his own end zone, kick is away and fielded at their own 46. And the Giants, who have covered the punts well today, there again, this time it's Thomas, and he drops him just outside the 45 at the Buccaneers' own 46. So good field position right now for the Bucs. They have a 3-point lead and the ball. We'll get back to these guys' question in a second, but let's jump around the National Football League. Let's check and see what's going on right now. So in Arizona, that hasn't changed much. Arizona has the ball. There's 5:31 left in the game. They're back at their own 9. They trail by 15. They need a big play. Winston is under center right now, so we'll get back to the watch in a second. As he's under center, takes the snap, play action. Plenty of time. Now he's going to let one fly. It's down the right sideline. He's looking for Godwin. There's some contact, and it falls harmlessly incomplete. Good coverage by Baker. Some bumping, no penalties. And the ball falls harmlessly incomplete. Houston has the ball back close to midfield. They are in charge of territory at the 49. 2:52 left in the third. It's 3rd and 3 for Deshaun Watson. Francisco has the ball. They're at 2nd and 17 from their own 18. They are still up 4, 13:33 left in the third. There's a red flag down now. It looks like Arians is going to, or somebody, Giants are going to challenge for offensive pass interference or something. I don't. We'll check it. Watson to Hopkins for 34 yards. That gets the Texans down to the charge of 15. Seattle, don't know how, but they got in, and with 12 minutes left, they trail now by 13, and will be kicking off to New Orleans there. Let's see if we can figure out the scoring play in Seattle. Russell Wilson scampered in from 2 yards out to the left side, it looks like, and that brought the game within 13. So we have that there.
Hey, Captain.
Yo.
Just want to let you know, I got a bunch of questions that's downstairs. It may be after the game, but, you know, I don't know if you want to extend it a little bit.
No. We got a commercial. Let's get them on now. Go ahead. Rapid fire. You guys are back on.
Go ahead. Rapid fire.
All right. First question is, what is Joe Mixon's fantasy value? Because showing here, the first 2 weeks, he only rushed for 10 and 17 yards, but this week he actually kind of had a standout week with 61 yards.
Yeah, I think you got to see, if you drafted Mixon, you probably, and a touchdown Deshaun Watson to Atkins, so they have taken the lead 20-17, extra point pending. I think if you drafted Mixon, you drafted him to either be your running back 1 or your running back 2. If you went he very rarely lasted to the 3rd round. So if you went running back early, and then you went another running back that was probably Mixon as your running back 2, or you went wide receiver early and you got Mixon as your running back 1. I think you got to be patient. It's week 3, not a lot of sample size there. Played a couple of tough defenses. They're missing A.J. Green, which is another option that they should have back in the next couple of weeks. That offense, the coach is young, he's new, so they're learning a new system. I think that Mixon led the AFC in rushing last year. So I think that, again, every owner of every fantasy team has decisions to make, right? That you can buy low or you could sell high. If you're waiting for Mixon to have a huge game and then you wanted to sell him, I'm not opposed to that, depending on the price that you can get for him. But the odds are is that if it's me, I'm probably holding on to Mixon, getting myself Giovanni Bernard as a crutch just in case of something. But I'm rolling with Mixon every week as a running back 1 or 2.
All right. My next question is Saquon Barkley. We saw him go out before with an injury. We don't know how serious it is yet, but how is it going to affect the Giants in the future?
I mean, anytime that you lose a guy like Saquon Barkley, it's going to affect you. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not, especially when you have a young quarterback. But here's the thing. And if it's just an ankle injury and it's nothing severe, where it's an ACL or something like that, where it's going to be a year-long progression for him to rehab, and possibly never be the same again. If it's just a high ankle sprain or something like that, where you're costing a month, by the time he comes back, Daniel Jones is going to have a month of playing without Saquon Barkley under his belt, and probably has thrown a lot of passes and seen a lot of things in that meantime. So I think that if you're not looking to win a Super Bowl this year, take a big deep breath that he's okay, hopefully, and it's not a major injury, and then you get back to just evaluating Daniel Jones. Nice stick on the coverage by the Giants right there. Tay Davis came up and knocked him down as soon as that ball was caught, and it'll now be 3rd down and 8. So the Giants, with a chance to once again get off the field and get Daniel Jones the ball back. Third down and 8. 48-yard line of the Bucs is where they have the ball. Out of the gun. Here comes the blitz. Out to the left. Complete, and then Jenkins came up, hit him on the completion before the sticks, and then Godwin just basically was like, get the fuck off me, and just went for the first down. Joe, right? Come up, stick him, and drive.
Yeah.
Go low
you're
and drive him back.
Why would you do that? Yeah.
You come high on him, and he brushes you off, and Jenkins has been completely fucking undressed today. Handoff, gain of around 5. Joe, I saw this morning somebody on Twitter tweeted at Patricia Traynor. They said, we should trade Jenkins and Ogletree. And Patricia came back and said, okay, here's my question. Who are you going to put in for them? At this point, does it fucking matter? He has been awful today, Jenkins. Awful.
No.
All day long.
No. He hasn't been good all season. I don't care what you say. He hasn't been good all season.
Second down and 5 from the Giant 35-yard line now. Winston hands it off. Barber stopped and dropped. B.J. Hill cleaned them up. Gain of maybe 1. Maybe. Carolina adds a field goal from 36 yards out. They lead 38-20. 4.5 left there. Pretty much a done deal. Chargers end the third quarter at 2nd and 14 from their own 33. They trail by 4. Pittsburgh has the ball. 11:19 left at their own 29. 1st and 10. New Orleans 3rd and 4 from their own 28. 11 minutes left. Seattle trying to make it interesting to getting a stop right there. New Orleans on timeout. 3rd and 5. Winston out of the gun. Up in the pocket. Throws intercepted by Connolly. To the 30 and 35 and dropped it to 39. Horrible pass by Jameis Winston. He stepped up, tried to make a play, had the guy open, and just overshot him. Connolly, Johnny on the spot, makes the interception, turns it up. Nice little gain, and the Giants will have the ball 1st and 10 in good field position.
Absolutely. Oh, I like Connolly. I really do. I like him, Jim.
Incomplete for New Orleans. They'll have to punt back to Russell Wilson with the 6th man rallying in Seattle. Pittsburgh converts with a run by Connor as they drive in to try to take the lead. Daniel Jones trailing by 3 from his own 39 out of the gun. Gallman to his right. Takes the snap, now the handoff, and he gets maybe 1 out to around the Giant 45-yard line. San Francisco commits a 32-yard pass interference penalty, setting up Pittsburgh at the San Francisco 39, 10.5 left there. Seattle has the ball back at their own 19, 11 minutes left, down by 13. A lot of stuff going on, Joe. Touchdown Steelers. Mason Rudolph to Deontay Johnson, 39 yards. Pittsburgh goes up 19-17.
Jimmy, I picked him up and I dropped him.
Jones out of the gun. Now ball knocked away.
Oh, no. Fumble. 100%. Hello?
Joe, I'm back.
Hello?
I got so excited I hung up by accident,
Oh, all right. Awesome.
so I had to call back in. My fault.
Awesome.
So,
no worries.
I apologize.
So-
There wasn't anybody in
should
the
the,
It was all me. I got way too excited and fucked it up. So we're back.
No worries.
We're good. 2nd and 4. Winston, handoff. Down to the 5. Setting up a 3rd down and a big play with 7 minutes left, approaching 7 minutes left for the Giants.
Should the Daniel Jones party establish their connection, or what?
No. I think they're still there. They're fine. They're still right there. I got them on mute. They didn't go anywhere, so they're good.
By the way, they have a lot of fantasy questions, so I don't know if you want to stay on.
We'll get them.
Up to you.
I will get them. I got around 30 minutes left, I think, in this podcast here. We're going to hopefully stay on for as long as possible. So 3rd down and 2 here. stopped. Huge play.
Big play.
So the Giants will hold for a field goal, which will put Daniel Jones in position, probably with around 6 minutes left, 5 and some change by the time he gets the ball back, to try to drive down and steal a victory here for the New York Giants. Now, Tampa Bay has had a bunch of problems on special teams today. They've missed a field goal. They've had a field goal blocked. This will be a chip shot. This will be from 23 to give the Buccaneers a 31-25 lead. Snap, spot, kick, good. So Daniel Jones, with exactly 6 left, is going to get the ball back, trailing by 6, as we take a glance around the league. In Arizona, pretty much a done deal there. Carolina leads 38-20 with the ball. They have it on 3rd and 5 at the Arizona 42. There's 2 minutes left. Houston gets the ball back at their own 18-yard line. They lead 21-17. There's 13:37 left there. Chargers trail at home to the Texans. San Francisco going in, 2nd and 5. They're at the Pittsburgh 14, 8:53 left in the 4th there. New Orleans doing their darndest to try to hold on in Seattle. They lead 27-14 with Bridgewater at the helm. Seattle had the ball back, then had a punt. Right now they're on a Seattle timeout, 9:41 left. New Orleans with the ball at the Seattle 28, going in for more. If Seattle's going to have any chance, they got to hold for a field goal and keep that thing at 16. We'll keep an eye on it as we move forward. So there are your games up to the minute as we speak. From afternoon, from the 1 o'clock slate, we'll try to give you as many as we can here before the Giant game comes back. Jacksonville 20-7 over Tennessee on Thursday night. Buffalo 21-17 at home over the Bengals. Dallas 31-6 over Miami. Green Bay 27-16 over Denver. Indianapolis 27-21 over the Falcons. Kansas City 33, Baltimore 28. Minnesota 34-14 at home over Oakland. New England 30-14 over the Jets. And Detroit went into Philly and got a 3-point win, 27-24 today as well. Tonight, of course, the Rams in Cleveland. Tomorrow, Chicago goes to visit Terry McLaurin and the Washington Redskins. And we wait for Daniel Jones to come back after a very impressive first game for Jones across the board. Couple of fumbles, couple of things that need to be corrected. But overall, if you're a Giants fan, you got to be thrilled with his performance. And he gets a chance here with around 6 minutes left, down 6, to get a victory after trailing by 18.5 in his first start as a Giants quarterback. We'll see what Daniel Jones could do here once the Giants get the ball. But, Joe, impressive first day, right?
I'm happy. I'm happy. I can't say I'm like jumping through the roofs, but I'm happy. Not bad.
That's all we can do, bro.
He has to learn to tuck the ball, protect. First game, NFL, that's how it's going to go. So he's got to learn. But all in all, what I tell you today,
we said that was. Yeah, we knew there was going to be bumps and bruises along the way, but for the most part today, nothing but positives for Daniel Jones. And here he is with 6 minutes left now from his own 25. Giants trail by 6 from under center. Handoff. Gain of maybe around 3. As that's how the Giants start off this drive. Get the clock moving here. Giants with 2 timeouts remaining. This has been the best game they've played so far this season. And on a 2nd and 8, Jones is out of the gun. Takes the snap. Throws. Complete out to around the 30 for Rhett Ellison. Just across the 30, short of the 31. It's going to bring up a third down.
Gets the ball out quick, Jim. Quick.
He does get the ball out quick. There's a big play here on 3rd and 4. I think the Arizona game has gone final. Carolina goes into Arizona and wins big. Big games from Kyle Allen, big games from McCaffrey, big game from Olsen. And on a 3rd and 4 now, with 4.5 left, he should get a free play here. Out to the right, throw incomplete. That should have been encroachment. It looked like there was a guy across the line already. And we'll see what happened.
Yeah, oh, man, that was...
Right?
Nah. That was a flag to me.
I mean, it looked like he was in the neutral zone, or he came across a little early there. Instead, they don't call it, and the Giants are going to have to punt. With 4.5 left, they're going to have to put this game back on the defense to try to get the ball back. Ball fielded at the 20. Giant coverage has been good all day. They drop him at the 22, and that is where Winston will come back out. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game, and the Giants trailing by 6.
You know what? Do we have any questions for Captain? For the Captain negative?
Hold on. They are not on the line anymore. They are gone. So if they want to call back in, they're more than welcome to. 516-453.
Call back in.
9383 will get you in. We'll get you into the Captain. So here we go. If the Giants are going to get the ball back, they need to stop. And they need to stop quickly. Winston from his own 22. Handoff. Nice run out to around the 30-yard line. Gain of around 8 to start off the drive, and that's no bueno.
Mike Evans, second half, no catches.
Hey, look at that first half, though. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Second and 2, Winston hands it off. Giants stop him. So a big third down coming.
All right, Jim, we got to trade you. Jenkins, they got to get rid of him by October. Right?
What'd you say, buddy?
Come on. Jenkins got to go.
Well, Joe, I
He should have been gone last year. Yeah, I'm looking at the future, and you know what? There's a team like Kansas City. They need the corners.
You don't got to sell me on it, Joe. Not a Jameis guy.
Listen. The way this is now. It's Daniel Jones and the future. And you know what? Jenkins is not the future. Got to think about that.
No, I would see what I can get for him in terms of a pick. I think that you probably were better off trading him last year. I think his value is probably really low, especially if anyone watches the tape from today. But to me, it makes no sense. Kamara from a yard out, touchdown. Saints go up 33-14. This is dropped. Nice play right there, Michael Thomas.
That was a good play.
Completion out to the left. Thomas came up, made the stop short of the first down, and Danny Jones is going to get another shot.
That was a nice play. Good hit. Good hit.
Touchdown, Houston. 53 yards, Watson to Atkins, and they take a 27-17 lead. So Deshaun Watson has gone off in the second half. He's at 340 yards passing, 3 touchdowns.
Did you start him?
Yards. Yeah, I started him. I started him. And he may be the one to save me because Team Duino, rough week. With the Barkley injury, Carson not doing very well, Godwin an off week with Evans going off. So with 9:40 left there, I would hope that Phillip Rivers can make this thing interesting and maybe Watson keeps throwing a little bit, Joe.
I hear you.
I need another 10 yards to get that 350 bonus.
Do we have anybody else on the line? Question?
Yeah, they are on the line.
Question?
There's
Anybody?
a 210 number coming in. It looks like the maniacs from downstairs, the Daniel Jones fan club, are back. Gentlemen,
Oh, they're back.
how can we help you?
Yeah, I had another question. Andrew Luck
I
retired.
have a question for you guys first.
Oh, yeah.
As Daniel Jones has the ball at his own 25-yard line, stick with me because I got a question for you, little bastards, first. Jones, from his own 25, 3:16 left, Giants have no timeout. Trail by 6. To the right, complete to Shepard. To the 30, he holds on. How do you go to Joey's house every week and not make sure that he gets food?
That's a good question.
Answer me that. Riddle me that question, you little bastards. Hold on to your question from the 30. Second down and 4 for Daniel Jones. Out of the gun. Takes the snap. Throws. Goes right. He has a man completed. Slayton to midfield. 2:40 left. Tick, 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 tick. As the Giants will try to push it up now. Nice throw by Jones to Slayton. He doesn't get out of bounds. He stays in bounds. Rookie mistake right there. But Daniel Jones, 20 of 31, 295, 3 total touchdowns. Danny fucking dropping dimes today as he's out of the gun now. Throws to the right. Complete to Ingram, and he's out of bounds. Short gain, maybe 1. But they do rule the completion, and he's out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 2:15 left. What's your question, you greedy little bastards who are eating all the food over there?
Oh, yeah, my question is, so Andrew Luck's retirement about a month ago shocked the whole world. And so Jacoby Brissett had some big shoes to fill. So do you think that he is he's a capable fantasy starter?
Yeah, I do. You look at what he did today. I think he broke 300 yards. He threw a couple of touchdowns. I don't think that he's a QB1 for me, but he's definitely depending, especially with bye weeks coming up. Here's Jones to the left. Complete to the 30, to the 25, the 20, to the 15. He's inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Daniel Jones finds Sterling Shepard for a huge gain. And the Giants are threatening down 6 with 2 minutes left. It'll be first down inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15-yard line. When we get back, we'll check the spot. So far, so good. Giants on the move. Joe, talk. I got to urinate.
Go ahead. You're good, Jim.
Yeah, buddy.
Go ahead. Go for it. I think the question came in. I don't know what happened, but I think it was about Jacoby Brissett being a starter for fantasy. Yeah, I think he's good. Depending on what else you have. If depending on your other, the quarterbacks or whatever. But Jacoby Brissett is a valid. You gotta look at also Ty today. He got hurt, so look at that and see what happens going forward.
Well, and also, let's look. I could pull it up real quick. Brissett, 28 of 37, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns today. So, is he an every week fantasy starter? Probably not. But with bye weeks coming up, with the way injuries have been throughout the league, especially at the quarterback spot, can you do worse than Brissett? Yeah, definitely. He's not a bad option to have based off the matchup, and you can get quality weeks from him, as we have seen, this week being one of them. So,
not
you
at
want
all.
to monitor the T.Y. Hilton injury, but so far, I wouldn't oppose to rostering Brissett depending on how the rest of my roster looks.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
What did I say this morning? 250?
He has to be at 300, right?
He's almost there.
Yeah, man.
Almost there.
He's looked great. And here he goes from the 12. They got it inside the 15 to the 12 as Jones has it out of the gun. To his right, throws complete inside the 10, looking for Benny Fowler. And they stop his forward progress at around the 7, maybe the 8. Garoppolo hits Pettis with 1:15 left in San Francisco. They take the lead touchdown. Boom shakalaka. 24-20, San Francisco leads the Steelers. From the 8-yard line, Jones in the gun, throws to his right, wanted Ingram incomplete. Good coverage. Warren Ingram heading towards that first down marker and came up incomplete. So, without a doubt, 2-down territory. Giants need a touchdown.
Good stuff here. It's a good game.
Yeah, man.
Like it.
All great learning experience from him. 2-minute drive, on the road, 3rd and 5, no timeouts. He's done his job here. And let's see what he does on a 3rd and 5 from the Bucs 12. Out of the gun, has the snap, now throws to his right, and it's incomplete. Good coverage again. Wanted Ingram on a very similar play than the second down one, and this one is knocked away and falls incomplete. So, Giant fan, if I told you at the start of today that Daniel Jones was going to have 3 touchdowns, flirt with 300 yards, make a couple of mistakes, but a couple of big plays, and when all said and done, the Giants were going to be down 6, 4th down and 5 from their 12-yard line of the Buccaneers, with a chance to take the lead, I think we would have signed up for it. And here's a great experience for Daniel Jones no matter what happens here. 5 on the game clock, play clock, got to get it off. 3, 2, he's out of the gun, and he just gets it off. Looks left, steps up, he's going to run. Touchdown!
Hold on! We're going downstairs, Jim! We're going downstairs! We're going downstairs!
Touchdown! And the Giants take the lead. Ending the extra point. So crazy. Danny Jones in the pocket, looked left, the middle of the field opened wide up. It parted like the Red Sea. Call him Moses Jones, or after today, motherfucking Jones, whatever you want to call him. Touchdown Giants. Roast is good. 32-31. Giants take the lead. Buck 16 left. Let's go defense.
I almost sprained my ankle going downstairs, just by the way. I'm old. I'm a very old guy. But I made it.
Joe, when was the last time we had this much fun on a football Sunday?
I'm so sweaty.
I'm sweating,
I
Joe.
almost broke my ankle on the way down the stairs. You have no idea.
Jen would have been pissed.
Oh, fuck.
It's hard.
And now, and the difference is now is I have the kids that are downstairs that are the same size as me. So if I go downstairs, they'll like tackle me.
Yeah, you gotta watch that stuff now, Joe.
Yeah, like they'll crush me. They'll be like, yeah, boom. I'll be on the floor. They'll be kicking me.
Pull your back out.
It's horrible. And they still will not give me any fucking food.
I get it. The Chargers get a field goal and pull within 7 with 7:14 left there. Seattle scored, not sure how, but they scored. They're down 33-21. New Orleans has the ball, 2:48 left there. That one looks like it's in hand. Pittsburgh has a 3rd and 3 at their own 29, 49 seconds left. They're on timeout there. And here we go. Jameis Winston, 9 career game-winning drives. Last one was on October 21st of 2018 against the Browns, that looked like. 32-31, Giants lead. Minute 16 left. The Bucs have a timeout. Jameis out of the gun from his own 25. Under pressure, ducks a sack. Now the Giants rushing him, and they drop him. He gets around 1. Good motor by Carter. Missed him the first time, then was able to track him down. Clock keeps ticking. Minute left as the Bucs hustle back to get to the line. They are at their own 26-yard line now. Winston takes the snap. 50 seconds left. Throws down the middle of the field. Complete to Godwin. They're not going to call a timeout here. They're going to hustle up to the line. 39 seconds, 38 seconds, 37. Winston back out of the gun, and now the refs are going to blow it dead, and they'll probably check to see if he actually caught this thing.
No, he caught it. That's a catch.
He did make the catch. A nice catch right there by Godwin. Godwin up to 3 catches for 40 yards on the day, as they are checking that. Watson Joe, 351 yards. I got my bonus.
There you go, bud.
And now he's at his own 36. One of the nice long touchdown pass to get him for over 400 yards work. I love that. Wouldn't that be nice, Joe? Put him away, Deshaun.
I need one win this week. One win. Where am I at, by the way?
Mason Rudolph, incomplete, and San Francisco is going to hold on. It looks like. There's 41 seconds left there. They just took possession of the ball at the Pittsburgh 20 after stopping Rudolph. So it looks like San Francisco will hold on with a 24-20 win at home over the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Winston out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back, deep down the right side. Jesus Christ, it's Mike Evans. And guess who he beat again? Down to the 10.
No, it can't be Jenkins, right? It's not Jenkins,
20 seconds left. 19 seconds left. Oh, my God. And they could just let this thing run. They spike it at around the 9. Winston pumps his fist. Mike Evans talking smack. And Janoris Jenkins is going to get destroyed. He got beat off the line of scrimmage right away, was by himself on one-on-one coverage. Can't get beat like that in that situation. He did. He's been beat all day. Evans has made a joke of him, and now it might have cost the Giants the game after that big play to Mike Evans.
It did cost them the game, and it's time. It's time. But they won't do it, Jen. They won't do it. They won't do it. There's no need to have him on the team.
Joe, I totally agree with you, buddy. I'd rather see the younger kids play and those kids get undressed because at least maybe there's an opportunity for them to learn from it and get better
After what he said last week about the pass rush.
After what he said last week, he has balls, and he ate a lot of humble pie today because he was.
He sure did.
The loss is significantly on his shoulders.
He ate a lot of Evans balls. Is what he did.
Awful all day.
That's what he did all day today.
All day.
Yep. It's bad. Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna get undressed.
You know what?
New York
32 points. Jim,
let's say that.
32 points.
The game off, they missed an extra point. They had an extra point block. They've made a couple of field goals since then, 3 to be exact, I believe. Actually 4. He's made from 47, 27, 52, and 23. An extra point block and an extra point shank. And on 3rd and goal with 4 seconds left, and the Giants leading 32-31, everybody cross your fingers that Gay shanks it. 34-yard attempt. Giants can't freeze him out and stop the clock. It's dead center. From 34 yards. Snap.
Oh, he missed
spot,
it.
Kick.
Oh!
He missed it one right.
No!
And the New York Giants.
Hold on. We're going downstairs. Saquon out on his. What is he doing?
He's fucking Joe. It's a high ankle sprain, and he fucking doesn't care, Joe. This is probably the greatest feeling in the world for this team. After all the shit over the last 2 years, over all the bad bounces, over all the fucking mistakes, over every fucking thing that's gone wrong, here's a little bit of right on a Sunday afternoon for the New York Football Giants and their rookie quarterback, Daniel Jones. Giant fans, this season, this isn't a Super Bowl roster. Love this one. Enjoy this one. This was great. This was what you needed. This is what we want to see for the rest of the season. Celebrate, Giant fans. Congratulations, Daniel Jones. This was fucking amazing. What a day.
Awesome.
What a day.
Stuff. Awesome stuff. Wow. We talked about it this morning, Jim. Good stuff.
We talked about it this morning.
Wow.
How much
time we got left?
Well, we got some time. We got around 10 minutes. But look, Daniel Jones on the day, 336 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, 28 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs, a 2-point conversion. He lost 2 fumbles. He completed 2 40-yard passes and had the 40-yard passing touchdown to England. Daniel Jones, lights out, and we should all be thrilled moving forward.
None of us would have thought that.
No, Joe. You got to be absolutely smitten right now if you're a New York Giants fan.
What did I say this morning? 250, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, and we would have been happy.
Unbelievable. What a debut for Daniel Jones on the road in Tampa, down at halftime, needing to play a phenomenal second half. He had his ups and downs in the second half, had the fumble, took some shots. He kept getting up. He kept making plays. And the New York Football Giants get a break for the first time in years. They get a break, and the New York Giants get a victory today, 32-31 on the road in Tampa Bay to move their record to 1-2. And I think we all have to be absolutely thrilled as Giant fans today. No negative, nothing bad. This was a dream come true today, and Daniel Jones pulled it off.
I can just say I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that's good for us as Giant fans at this particular time. You know? Don't go overzealous. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy, guys. You know, this is great, and this is what we want to see. We got the rest of the season to go, and we want to see progression, and that's the most important thing at this particular time. This was a great start. Let's go for it.
And I totally agree with you. I don't think that we could be upset in the least today. Even if that field goal would have went through the uprights, I don't think that we could have been upset in the least. I think we saw exactly what we wanted to, and I think that right now you're looking, you say, okay, maybe we do have our guy, and that would be phenomenal for the future of this franchise. But praise to Pat Shurmur, tip of the cap to Pat Shurmur. He went in, he fought the battle with upper management this week. He got his guy in, and it showed what he can do. And the difference that he can make to this offense, and no negatives today, just absolutely awesome for the New York Football Giants. You'll deal with the Barkley injury. Let's hope that that's not very significant. We'll get more information on that as we move along. But today is about Daniel Jones, and he should enjoy it. He took a beating from a lot of people on this podcast. From me, he took a beating. And he came back, and he was tough today. He got up every time he got knocked down, and he led this team to victory, and he proved a lot of people wrong, at least for one Sunday. And tip of the cap to Daniel Jones, and it's a good feeling if you're a Giant fan. Meanwhile, Joe, with 2 minutes left, Phillip Rivers completes a 4th and 13-yard pass for 15 yards to Allen, which sends them to the 2-minute warning, down 7, and the ball at the Houston 42-yard line. So if you are still watching some games, check that one out. Joe, I am going to say goodbye for the night. I am hungry.
One second. We have a hot take.
Go ahead.
I heard.
Give me one more question. These guys joined us. They were treating they're huge Giant fans. Let's get them another question here. What do they want to know?
What's the hot take?
What's my hot take?
Daniel Jones will have a better season than Kyler Murray, and might I say it, will be the Rookie of the Year.
Can we just say this? I love you guys. Okay? I love that you listen. I love that you're engaged. I love it. Take a humble piece of pie with this. We have been beaten up. It's been a long 2 years. Enjoy this victory. Don't make any bold proclamations. It's one game. There's a lot of season left. I know right now you're on cloud 9, and you should be. Enjoy this one. Enjoy this one Sunday afternoon. It's been a long time. We don't know what's going to happen from here on out. There's a long way to go. Don't put yourself out there to get egg on your face in a couple of weeks from now. Just be happy. Stress the fact that it's a nice first step. We still have a long way to go. And just enjoy it, Giant fans. Just enjoy it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Sunday. To Cousin Joey, to the maniacs in the basement who don't give him any food, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining us. To all you Giant fans that joined us today, liked, shared, comments, went through the technical difficulties of going from Discord to Blog Talk, we appreciate you. We'll see you Wednesday night for the podcast. God bless. New York Giants, Daniel Jones, great opening night. Bleedbigblue Giant fans, the captain is out. Mic drop. Always.